Hello, thank you for joining us for the Perry Proud Show. We're coming to you from the Cherokee Pines Fitness and Golf here in Perry, Georgia, and we're very pleased to have them as one of our partners and sponsors of this program. We also would like to thank ComSouth for their partnership in bringing you the Perry Proud Show. And we're very excited today to have our guests with us, speaking to us about some upcoming events and activities here in Perry and what the city of Perry is doing for us and some of the chamber events coming up. So for this month, I have some new guests with me. We have Ellen Palmer, and you are with the city of Perry now, and you've been with them about how long?
About just 2 months now.
Fantastic, and you are the digital communications managers. Is that correct?
That's correct. It's a mouthful.
Well, it is, and the first time we've ever had one here in Perry.
Yes.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks.
Welcome to the Perry Proud family. We like to keep that platform promoted as much as we can. Ellen, tell us what you're doing for the city of Perry.
Okay, yeah. Basically, the city of Perry, the mayor and council decided they needed to hire someone to create and manage the different social media platforms to be able to communicate out to the city, the citizens of Perry about what's going on in Perry. They want to make sure it's accurate information, real-time and more timely information. And they know that Facebook and Instagram and all the different social media platforms are a way to do that. It also broadens out the audience that they're reaching as well. So they're not just reaching one segment. This really is making sure that every segment of the Perry is being communicated to. So.
Well, you bring up a very good point, the fact that to engage all segments of our community, we have to make sure we're speaking to them, not just on the platforms that they use, but so to speak in the language that they use.
Right.
Twitter, Facebook, I mean, obviously, none of those things were around when I was a young citizen of my community. So I applaud the city of Perry for making sure that they put someone in place to meet that communication need. How's it gone for you so far with your first 2 months?
It's been good. We launched Facebook first, so we have about 1,300 followers, and it's only been live a few weeks, so I feel like that's pretty good. We're obviously, wanting to build that as much as possible, but Facebook is what we wanted to launch first. We felt like that was going to reach the most people. It still is the most used platform out there, and from there, I've created an Instagram account. I'm working on Snapchat, and we also have an e-newsletter that goes out every 2 weeks, and the website. So, we feel like we're definitely building up that digital communication platform out there. So there's lots of different ways that lots of different people can find out what's going on. So I feel like it's going really well.
Well, that's awesome. Real quick, let's make sure that our viewers know. On Facebook, is it City of Perry, or what is the page they're looking for?
So it's City of Perry Government. Facebook does create a page sometimes if people check in. So there is a City of Perry out there that's not the official page. This actually says City of Perry Government. And you'll see where I've been posting things, and there's, photos out there, and you'll see that where people have been commenting and liking, so you'll see that it's the legit page. So. All right.
Well, we want all of you to find the City of Perry Government Facebook page. Mm-hmm. Be interactive on that communication platform, and let Ellen know what the city needs to address and cover and
right.
help to promote what we have going on here in Perry. Well, again, thank you for joining me also on today's show, as well as joining the City of Perry. Also with Ellen and me today, we have Corey Jones, and he has a company in town, and it's a chamber member with Jones and Company.
Right, we are now actually 910 by Jones and Company.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that sounds new and exciting.
It is.
And what brought that change?
We went back to our original roots when we were in Unadilla, of all places, 7 years ago. We were more home and gift. And now 910 brings home, gift, and gourmet to downtown. So. Oh,
okay. All right. Well, and I know, speaking of the gourmet, when the Downtown Merchants Association, who you're here to speak with me about, had one of their wine tastings, you always had some of the more creative flavors
Right.
in your shop. I think you had sangria one
We did.
year, yeah.
This past June, we had sangria.
Okay, all right. So that seems to be your forte there. Well, Corey, tell us about the Perry Downtown Merchants Association. What is that group? What do they do?
The Perry Downtown Merchant Association is all of us downtown, and we get together and we meet once a month, and we have events that are to promote our downtown and bring people to our downtown. And we're actually getting ready for one of our largest events in October, which is Streets and Treats on Downtown Streets, which is a trick-or-treat event. It's free to the community, and it brings about 1,500 kids and their parents to downtown.
Wow. Now that is an amazing amount of people.
It is.
And it's mainly there on Carroll.
Right, on Carroll Street. We do have some that are members of Downtown Merchant Association that come that are not on Carroll Street, but they do set up on Carroll Street for that event.
Oh, well, that is fantastic. Now,
ma'am.
tell us some dates and times on that event.
It is actually going to be on Halloween night, which is Monday, October 31st. And trick-or-treating is from 4 to 6, and we have a costume contest that is on the square of the old courthouse at 5:30.
Oh, that is awesome. Now, I have attended this for the last 2 years since I've been here in Perry, and I know that the shop owners even really get into
We
the
do.
theme of the
We
night.
do. All of the shop owners are encouraged to dress up and have some sort of theme and be in costume as well.
Well, I think last year, Ashley Marie's, I think there was a Dorothy, I think they did the Wizard of Oz. There was even a little Toto dog, and
Yes.
I think someone else that was going to be a guest on this show today likes to do the witch theme at times. And she made a
Lisa.
lovely witch last year, and so we are excited, looking forward to that. How can people be involved, and is there a charge for this event?
It's not. This event is actually one of the free events that PDMA puts on. And there's no charge at all. You just come downtown and trick-or-treat and have a good time.
So it's safe.
It
You
is.
get to do it as a family.
Right.
My-
And speaking of family, we do have this year, part of the costume contest, we have added a family category because last year and year before, we had so many groups that were families that their costumes coordinated. So we added that group to the costume contest this year.
Oh, that is fantastic. Again, going back to my first experience with that event, and I'm not going to call them by name. I'm sure most people watching and that were there will know who I'm speaking of, but since I don't have their permission, there was a family that was dressed up as a beekeeper, the mama bee and a little bitty baby
That
bee,
is
because she had
right.
just been born.
Yes.
It was adorable. It was adorable. And I thought it was very apropos that the father was the beekeeper, you know, and takes good care of his family. So that is a fantastic event. Please make plans. Again, it is on Halloween night. It's safe. It's
Right.
fun.
And it's actually before the city's official trick-or-treat time. They start 6 to 8, and we're always before that, so it's from 4 to 6.
Oh, well, that's perfect. So
Right.
the city has an official 6 to 8 o'clock. We ask that the community, if you want little trickers to come up to your door, that you can give them a treat and have that community feel, to have your front porch light on if you're participating. And 6 to 8 o'clock is the City of Perry's official Halloween hours. Well, that is some great things. And are you excited about the new digital communications
I am. I think
manager?
that will work really well together because I want to plug this as well. To find out about more of PDMA events, we now have shopdowntownperry.com, which is only PDA members and events, and you can go there and find that out. So social media working along with the City of Perry will be really nice.
That is fantastic. Well, it sounds like a great future.
It does.
Great partnerships are already here. We are partners, the Chamber is partners with both the Perry Downtown Merchants Association and as well, obviously, the City of Perry
Right.
is a huge partner of ours in all of our events. Are there any things that we need to tell the viewing audience and wrap up, or that they should? I know that Shop Local will be in the month of December and November as well. We want to make
Right.
sure that we
Small
have
Business Saturday, which is the Saturday after Thanksgiving, which is the day after Black Friday. So
lots of things to be looking
Right.
for, and I'm sure that that Ellen will make sure that on that City of Perry government Facebook page that she will keep the viewers informed about when to be downtown, the special things happening downtown. There's a lot of good things in
There is.
Perry. And I'm sure the city's going to be putting out their hay bales and pumpkins soon and getting ready for fall. Well, thank you again for joining me.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you for having us.
We look forward to continuing our partnership and making sure that our community is one that we can all be very proud to be a part of.
That's right. Thank you.
Welcome back to Perry Proud. We're very excited to include with us today Miss Megan from The Perfect Pair.
Hello there.
How are you?
Doing well.
Good. And obviously Bonnie is joining me again for this month's episode because the Chamber's got a lot going on to wrap up our year.
We sure do.
Tell us about our next event. I think it's Industry Tour, isn't it?
We have the industry tour coming up at Clean Control in Warner Robins on Thursday, October 13th. And we're taking sign-ups right now. So if you see this before that date, then call us and sign up.
That is going to be a great opportunity. Steve Davison is such a leader in our community. He has done some very interesting things at his location. It is in Warner Robins, but we're very excited to expand our industry tour to represent all of our membership. And we are the Perry Area Chamber of Commerce, not just inside Perry city limits. So
That is true.
very excited about that. October 13th. So call the Chamber, we'll get you on that list. Following that, State of the Community this year, that has become a stalwart community that our business leaders attend. That is where we interview representatives from the city. Mayor Faircloth is going to be with us. Tommy from the County Commissioners, Tommy Stallnecker, our Commission Chair, is joining us again. We will have Dr. Scott from the Board of Education. We'll have somebody from Robins Air Force Base, and we will have somebody from the Development Authority, most probably Angie Giesling. She's very much the face of that organization, works very hard for our community. That is Wednesday, November the 2nd. And that will be at the Houston County Board of Education Annex on Macon Road. So call the Chamber. Hey, if you need to know anything going on in Perry and the surrounding area, always call the Chamber. If we don't know the story, we're going to find out the story. Absolutely. 987-1234. We'll get you those answers. Okay, our big event, which is why we have Megan and Perfect Pair with us today, is Taste of Perry. No, Taste of Southern. Taste of Southern.
Taste of Southern.
I can't believe I'm the one that said that.
The lady who changed
I know, the lady that changed the name. But that's okay. It was birthed out of 3 very successful Taste of Perry's that the Chamber did.
This will be the second year of Taste of Southern and our 5th official year for the event.
That is amazing.
really is.
It really is. That's a good segue for Ms. Megan.
It's been amazing to watch it grow. Bonnie and I were chatting earlier, and I was being nosy and looking at her notes, and I saw where the application form says to be prepared for 700 guests if you're a
700
vendor, like the Perfect Pair, and we are very proud. But, I remember the first year, they asked that you be prepared for 250 guests, I think.
Oh, wow.
And then the next year it moved to 400. So very quickly we went from 250 people to 700 for a minimum. So it really has been amazing to watch the event grow. We have been there every year, and we will certainly be there this year. It's just a wonderful event. I think everyone likes the opportunity to dress up, especially at the holidays.
Yes.
And there's such camaraderie. I think anybody that's ever spoken to me about Perry Proud and about Perry in general knows that one of my favorite things about being a business in Perry is the camaraderie that's downtown. And it's just super fun that all the restaurants get together. You know, we all pretty much do something different.
Yes.
And that I think that's what makes it so unique, you know. And it's just great to be a part of, just like any other thing that you ladies do in Perry. I'm always so proud to do anything with you guys. You really make Perry even more amazing than it already is. And I really am proud to be a part of this community, and just the things that we're included in, like this is wonderful. So.
Well, you're so awesome to say, and I will tout her horn for her a minute. Megan is one of our shining shooting stars here in Perry, and it means so much to us that you're a legacy participant of Taste of Southern. Again, December the 1st this year. It's always the the Thursday after Thanksgiving. It is from 6 to 9 o'clock It is in Miller Murphy Howard Building at the fairgrounds. We moved to that premier building last year. So last year was a big jump, not just the name change. We really tried to, we opened up the foyer for a grand red carpet experience, and that went over.
It was,
yes, it was. It really, really was. And Megan was the one that I spoke with when we wanted to grow that event to a regional activity and to bring the hub and spoke kind of tourism aspect and open it up to other
more the
restaurants.
merrier. I mean, I think again that the camaraderie, I can't stress that enough. I mean, obviously Perry, in its little, in the little world we live in, I guess I could say. But there's so many wonderful places out and around us, and I know how wonderful it makes me feel to be included in things, and I think it is important to let people know that we are a welcoming community, and we are so proud to, you never know, maybe some of those people will come be our new neighbors and bring new businesses to Perry. So,
which is exactly our intent.
Right, that's right.
For those of you that have not joined us yet, we look for you to join us this year. And we seek restaurants, anything with a 2-hour drive of Perry, because guess what? They'll come back. They'll shop our local stores. They'll come back and eat at the Perfect Pair.
And they do. I think the very first year that I participated, and it was then, what was it called then? We had a lady who ordered, we did an assortment of miniature desserts. And we had a lady that called the next day, can I get 10 dozen of those for Christmas, for a Christmas party, So immediately we saw the reward in participating.
Fantastic.
And bites, I think that that's just not that grand of commitment.
Yeah,
but if they're little bites and you do it the right way, it works out perfectly. And just immediately the next day, it paid off for me.
Well, that's fantastic.
And every year that has happened.
Yeah.
Somebody new sees us. The exposure is amazing, obviously. You can't beat 700 folks, walking by and tasting your fare. So.
Absolutely.
We've actually been sold out for several years. So we
every year
did move
you
into a bigger venue, and we could just keep growing and growing.
Absolutely.
So,
we've already
sold out last year too.
Yes, and that's always our goal. Trust me, it's always our goal to sell out everything. We've already sold our first table.
Yes.
We started some soft marketing already and got a call at the end of last week. I want to go ahead and get my table for taste. And we're like, that's what people need to start doing.
Well, it's such a celebration, and you get to see, anybody in Perry. We have such wonderful governmental officials, and you guys, it's just really neat. It's just kind of, you feel like you're in the hub of everything. You get to dress up and come take a bite of everything, which we do, even though we do participate. Yeah. That is a fun part of it. All of the restaurants sort of share, hey, I'll trade you these, this appetizer for some of your Krispy Kreme bread pudding, So, that's good.
Are you ready yet to tell us what your treat will be this year? Are you keeping it a secret?
I think I'm going to keep it a secret. I'm kind of on the verge of two things. We'll see. We might go a little heavier this year. Than we have in the past, so we'll see.
People are always making a beeline. What did Megan make this year? What did Megan make this year?
It is so kind. But we've done our Krispy Kreme bread pudding the last 2 years, so I'm thinking I worry that people are going to anticipate that we're going to have Krispy Kreme bread pudding, and then we don't, and then they're heartbroken. So we'll see. Maybe we'll do two things. Maybe we'll do a sweet and a savory this year.
Oh.
And what we do encourage restaurants to do is the thing they want to showcase the most.
Indeed.
So
Yes.
whatever you want to showcase is what, or whatever they want to showcase. So if you come there, you're going to get the best.
Yeah,
the
that's
best
it. You get to choose.
from each restaurant. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. And if you know of a restaurant that you want to see at Taste, again, call the chamber, 987-1234. We'll go talk with them. As Megan said, if they understand that it's taste, it's samples, then it's not overwhelming so that they can't do it. And a lot of our restaurants tell us that they get business from it.
Bring a whole lot more than a taste.
This is true. This is very true. No shortage of food. It includes beer and wine, water. And we pretty much do try to make sure that everyone at the event has a great time, goes away full, happy, celebrating. And not only do our guests get to enjoy the wonderful food and the drinks, they can do their Christmas shopping, can't they, Bonnie?
Oh, yes, they sure can. We have an auction, live and silent. And last year we had about 70 items that people bid on and got some really great things. So we're looking forward to that too.
We are excited about that. It is an awesome time to get those unique gifts. We'll have travel, we'll have trips, we'll have trinkets, we'll have things for the men, things for the ladies.
Things and some guns.
And I know Bonnie and the group that runs that part, we're already in meetings we've got ideas. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a wonderful event. It will end seamlessly, and you can pick up your auction items and go home and start wrapping them and go ahead and tag them for that special friend or for yourself. Come shop for yourself if you'd like. That's always a nice thing to do, you know. It is the giving spirit, giving season, but you know, if you've got that special someone in your life that gives you gifts, maybe you want to pick it out sometimes and make sure they give you what they want you to have, kind of the same. And at that event, we cannot thank ComSouth enough for their support of that event. They run our red carpet paparazzi interview, and then they air it during the month of December. So our sponsors, our vendors kind of get a lot of marketing for their efforts, and we certainly do appreciate that. We do have a couple of new restaurants this year, just to make sure that you know of the new ones that are coming in and that you see that our efforts to expand it to a 2-hour drive from Perry, that we are working toward that end. We have the Whistle Stop Cafe, which is
fried green tomatoes?
Fried green tomatoes fame. We're so excited. And that's what she's doing. Again, along that lines that if you have that one special thing, that's all you need to make. You know, again, like Megan said, people come loving her bread pudding, but they love everything Megan makes.
Oh, thank you. I was...
No. You said it graciously. Yeah. But yes, we're excited about that. Buca de Beppo has joined on from, yes it is, from Macon. That's a very, very unique restaurant in the Middle Georgia area. And so we're very excited about that. We've got a couple of others that are in consideration, and we'll be announcing those at our next Perry Proud show. But we also definitely want to go ahead and thank, we have sponsors that have already returned. We also have sponsors that are considering, giving us consideration, but returning this year is our event sponsors, our main sponsors. Those are Georgia Power. We also have Purdue Farms. We have Hamby Automotive returning with us again this year. We have State Bank returning again this year. And we are always looking to find the needs for our members for those sponsorship levels that they want to have us meet, and we can always find that for you. If you're looking for a level, you just again call the chamber, we'll make it work for you. But it's going to be an exciting event again this year. Well, Megan, thank you again for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Well, I
Hope you'll have me back.
We will. Bonnie and I were so excited that you agreed to join us.
I was tickled that you asked.
Are a superstar in Perry already.
Oh,
Again, we thank ComSouth for their partnership for the Perry Proud Show. We thank Cherokee Pines Fitness and Golf for their partnership, again allowing us this wonderful facility to tape the show. Let the chamber know what you would like to see on Perry Proud, and we'll make that happen.